The United States is known for its affinity for large-scale structures, and this extends to its bridges. Some of the most recognizable bridges in the world, such as the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, California, are located in the country. Despite this, engineers in other parts of the world have been creating even larger and more daring bridges that have left their American counterparts surprised and impressed by their ingenuity and boldness. In this video, we showcase some of the awe-inspiring bridges from China that leave American scientists stunned with their remarkable engineering. Let's go to China, where bridge construction has evolved into intricate and grand engineering accomplishments that are hard to surpass in other regions of the world. Let's start with the Chishui River Bridge, which stands a massive 350 meters above the river. The Chinese government aimed to improve economic development in the Sichuan and Guizhou provinces and needed a reliable connection between the Guizhou-Jiangxi-gu and Sichuan-Chugou expressways. To accomplish this, a bridge that spans the width of the Chishui River was estimated at a cost of $250 million, with a total length of just over 2 kilometers. Sichuan Road and Bridge was awarded a contract to design, produce, and construct the tall bridge. However, the site selection was challenging due to the winding, mountainous location, which was a complicated topographic challenge. The team's ingenuity was put to the test due to geological conditions, including a cliff and the requirement of a maximum elevation of 350 meters on the Sichuan side. The engineers faced various hazards, including working in areas with the risk of collapse and rocky and karst terrain. To overcome these challenges, Sichuan opted for a design that utilized a double tower and single-span suspension for 1,200 meters of the bridge. However, the design became more complicated, and the company acknowledged it was their most demanding project in decades. The challenging terrain made it difficult to use heavy equipment and construct an access road to the site. The team had to devise a plan to construct the main bridge deck off-site as a truss and transport segments to the gorge. They also had to design a system of 158 cables to support the bridge deck. Thanks to advanced technology, Sichuan was able to save days of design work and complete construction 19 months earlier than expected. Moving on to another impressive Chinese bridge, we have the Green-Juice Bridge, which holds the title of the world's first single-tower, single-span suspension bridge. Its purpose is to connect the cities of Yixi and Chixi-Angi Autonomous Prefecture in Yunnan, with the goal of significantly reducing travel time. The Green-Juice Bridge serves as a crucial component of the 190-kilometer-long Youkou Expressway and the 9,000-kilometer Yunnan Highway network. Not only are these Chinese bridges massive in scope, but their short construction time is also a wonder. One such example is the Green-Juice Bridge, which was started in 2019 and completed in just 3 years at insane construction speed. Although the bridge's length is only 798 meters, its claim to fame lies in its engineering marvel. Hanging above the Green-Juice River Zhejiang, the bridge protrudes from tunnels that burst out from steep mountain faces on each side of the shaped valley. What's unique is that it holds the record as the world's first single-tower, single-span suspension bridge held up by just one tower, with the ends held in place by cables and no additional columns. This makes the bridge appear as if it's defying gravity. Adding to the complexity of the design and construction, the main supporting elements, including the 156-meter tall high tower, the bridge approach on one side, and the tunnel anchorage on the second end, had to be built into very steep slopes. The bridge also holds the record for the world's steepest tunnel anchorage angled at 54 degrees. The height disparity between the bridge deck and the foundation is a staggering 320 meters, which is equivalent to the height of a 100-story building. Among the intricate bridges in China, the Green-Juice Bridge is a standout. Although drivers will be restricted to 100 km/h when the bridge opens in April, it will provide them with more opportunities to appreciate the magnificent vistas from the bridge. The Yangbaoshan Bridge is another impressive feat of engineering in China and holds the record for being the longest bridge in the world, which is over 300 meters high and has 6 lanes. The bridge deck is even taller, reaching 320 meters above a reservoir and an astonishing 360 meters above the river level. As a 6-lane steel truss suspension bridge built in mountainous terrain, it is the widest of its kind. One of its unique features is the lower leg of the West Tower, which measures 110.7 meters below the deck, making it a suspension bridge on stilts. Only 6 other suspension bridges with tower piers taller than 100 meters below deck can be found in the world, most of which are also in China. Several other suspension bridges in China have tower piers taller than 100 meters below the deck, including Sungsi, Daheling Fenglan, and Hong Bridge Jianyuan. However, the Yangbaoshan Bridge stands out as the longest bridge in the world, with a height exceeding 300 meters and 6 lanes. Its deck stands 320 meters above a reservoir and 360 meters above the river level. The bridge, spanning 1,112 meters, is part of the Guiyang-Wangping Highway, crossing the Dumu River. It is crucial to the region's economic development, reducing travel time between Guiyang and Wangping from 5 hours to 1.2 hours, benefiting ethnic minorities in Qianan and Qiandong-Nan prefectures. The Guiyang Expressway project starts in Guiyang City's Naming District and spans through Wudang District, Longley County, Guiding County, Fuquan City, and finally ends in Wangping County in southeast Guizhou Prefecture, where it connects with the Yukai Expressway. The bridge has a main span of 650 meters, with its 2 main cables being the primary lifeline of the entire bridge. The cables, which weigh nearly 4,600 tons each, are made up of 36-length strands of high-strength galvanized steel wires, and if separated and joined together, would measure over 26,000 kilometers, more than twice the diameter of the Earth. The cables were constructed on-site, eliminating the need for transporting massive objects. A novel approach was used in their erection, which was a first for China. Before the Yangbaoshan Bridge opened, engineers subjected it to stress tests by parking 48 large loaded trucks weighing 1,680 tons on it. The bridge is part of the Guiyang-Wangping Highway and strategically shortens the travel time between Guiyang and Wangping from 5 hours to 1.2 hours, benefiting the economic development of the area, especially the ethnic minorities in places such as Qianan Prefecture and Qiandong-Nan Prefecture. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge HCNB is the world's longest sea-crossing bridge and tunnel system, spanning a massive 55 kilometers to connect Hong Kong, Macau, and Zhuhai. Before the bridge was built, travelers had to take a ferry to travel between the regions. The HCNB was built to create a greater Bay Area that encompasses Hong Kong, Macau, and 9 other Chinese cities, housing almost 70 million people. The bridge, which opened in 2018, cost $20 billion to build and is expected to generate up to $1.44 trillion for the economy. Construction on the project lasted 9 years, and it claimed the lives of at least 18 workers. To withstand natural disasters like earthquakes and typhoons, 400,000 tons of steel were used in its construction, equivalent to building 60 Eiffel Towers. About 30 kilometers of the bridge cross the sea, with a 6.7 kilometers section disappearing into an undersea tunnel that connects to artificial islands to allow ships to pass through. The remaining sections are link roads, viaducts, and land tunnels connecting Zhuhai and Hong Kong to the main bridge. The bridge requires regular maintenance, with the government planning to spend close to $30 million per year to ensure it remains in good condition. As fascinating as the HCMB is, not everybody can drive on it. To use the bridge, you need a special permit which officials dole out using a quota system. Even after getting the precious permit, you still have to pay a toll. The Hong Kong Zhuhai Macau Bridge, the world's longest sea-crossing bridge-cum-tunnel system, is equipped with yawn cams that can detect drivers who yawn 3 times, automatically alerting local authorities. In addition to the yawn cams, the bridge has cameras for detecting terror threats and special police patrols. Because drivers in China and Hong Kong drive on opposite sides of the road, there are special merging channels to allow drivers to switch lanes safely. Therefore, it is important to be alert while driving on the bridge and to make sure you are well rested beforehand. The bridge requires constant maintenance, and the government expects to spend close to $30 million per year to keep it in good condition.